Make sure you subscribe to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? It's your host with the most that does the most. Crispy. Welcome back to another video. Yeah, I know y'all see the Santa Claus hat. Well, Santa Claus reindeer hat, man. Yeah, I can hear that. But uh, I know I'm very late. Well, no, I'm not late. It's the fourth day of Christmas, and I know first week I should have worn a Christmas hat, but I was thinking about it. I had thought about it. Oh yeah, it's time to put on that Christmas hat. But today, what I got y'all is Jack Harlow get the fakest eye ever by the whatever fish extra, whatever this dude name is. I think last time we watched him was like Tyler and DJ Khaled B. But she like how she try to follow social media that is gonna pop up on the screen. And we're on the road to 100. Let's see how this goes.
What's poppin', y'all? Jack Harlow recently had another number one that felt like it came out of nowhere. I mean, I put out the tweet after they announced it went number one, which this is his third number one, the second solo one. And I said, this is the fakest number one I've seen in my entire life, without giving any more context, which is why I'm here for this video. And it got 36,000 likes, a bunch of people agreeing, a small amount of people disagreeing, but a bunch of people within our niche community, whatever you want to call it, people that want to follow hip hop and that want to keep up with hip hop. How is this at number one? It doesn't feel like it. And I looked up the stats even before it actually turned number one. And I was like, dude, there's no way. Because if you look at it, I'm going to put the talk of the charts. Shout out to them. They do really good work. And it showed the projection that it was supposed to be number one. Airplay was 20.1 million. And streams were 23.6 million. And sales.
Hold up. You still listen to Taylor Swift? You're a menace to society. Oh yeah, Doja. I said what I said. I'd rather the paint the town red. I don't know why they adding Christmas song. Yeah, it says it. I'm surprised it ain't like break up here or something like that. But, oh, never mind. God, man. Never mind.
Were
There you go, right
11K,
there.
which was significantly higher than all the other, for example, Taylor Swift or even SZA or Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat. Not even close. You got like half or maybe a third of it. However, his units surpassed them by a lot. And Airplay definitely did help, but it only made for 12% of the sales, so to speak, or the units. 82% came from streaming, which is odd because it didn't feel like this song had a hold on things. I don't think it's fake. The reason why I say it's fake is it doesn't feel real to us. It may be, well, it is number one. Like, there's no maybe there.
I gotta show y'all the last video, bro. He's a certified hater, bro. Like, he that one type of fan that hate on artists for no reason. Like, they just want to see an artist downfall. Like, it's weird. That's what I say. There's something wrong with this dude. There's something about this guy that we don't know. He just hate. I don't know. Like, that's a better brother win sometimes. God damn. Nobody win with
Could the streams have been faked? I don't know. Possibly. But what I don't like about this, why this is a sad thing to me personally, shout out to Jack Harlow. I heard the song when it first dropped. I was like, okay, cool. This song is pretty good. I mean, he's got a good hook. You know, he's doing his thing on it. And then I didn't feel like anybody was talking about it. It didn't feel like anybody was posting about it. It didn't feel like people were giving their opinion on whether it was good or not. It just felt like it was silent within hip hop about it. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's number one. But what really made me kind of scratch my head and look sideways, both sides before crossing the street on this take, was when I saw the press that he was doing. And I'm like, wait, I just saw a clip of Jack Harlow on some Call Her Daddy podcast. I'm like, what? When was the last time we saw any rapper on there? Has there ever been a rapper on there? I mean, it's no surprise that there would be a white rapper on there. It would be the first one. But then I was like, whoa, is Jack Harlow's demographic completely shifted away from hip hop? That's what would make the most sense for this going number one. Because if we don't know what's going on, then maybe it is white girl demographic. It would make the perfect sense, right? Because they're more silent streamers. And if they're talking about it, we're not paying attention to it. We're not inside of their circles or wherever they communicate, wherever they post. So that adds up. But the part about it that sucks is, keep in mind, Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow is the person, type of guy I do want to meet in real life type stuff. Like when I start making music and, when I blow off this YouTube stuff and blow out the music stuff, that's one of the type of person I do want to make a song with.
I think with First Class and him getting famous initially after hip hop with the Industry Baby song, I think it propelled him as well as his charisma and personality, which is great. Like, the dude's a cool guy. Like, I can't hate on the guy. And he raps well and he makes good music. There's nothing negative for me to say. But I think it propelled him to this position where he's kind of bigger and has a larger demographic and has a lot of these chicks. Initially, it was like a lot of people were saying, oh, it's black chicks that really mess with him, which it did seem like that. But now it seems like a lot of white chicks mess with him too. And you can see the demographics in the music videos have changed. But keep in mind, this is what happened. Jack Harlow had the hit First Class. Then he releases his debut album, I guess, after he got really, really popular. He's had a bunch of No, it wasn't his debut album. The debut album was the one where he's sitting inside a car with, I'm pretty sure he had Bryson Tiller on that one. This was the second album, but it was the first one that was really, really big after his mainstream hit. And people were disappointed with that. That's the album that had the song with Drake. And it sucked. I mean, there were joints on that I messed with, like Movie Star with Pharrell. I think that song largely a disappointment. It was a rendition.
This song was fire though, but I ain't lying. This type of song I listen in the car type stuff.
Of Drake, and it made me appreciate Drake more because I'm like, yo, Jack Harlow, this is somebody that can rap. This is somebody that can make music. And he tried to do a Drake, and he fumbled terribly. So clearly Drake is killing it if he's able to do Drake. Like, it just made me appreciate Drake that much more. But this is a dangerous situation that you have to be in as an artist. It's like, okay, so how does he follow this up? He can choose to pivot at this point in time and just go full pop, try to make these hits, try to appeal to the demographic that he's kind of appealing to now with this song. Maybe not intentionally, but I always believe everything's intentional. But what does Jack Harlow do? He goes on tour, he lays low, he comes back with a really good album. I'm talking like a really good album. And a bunch of people felt like it felt like to me, that they didn't even really pay attention when this album dropped, which kind of adds up because the sales weren't all the way there. I'm talking about Jackman. It dropped earlier this year, April 28th, 2023. This one came into the charts at number 8, selling around, how much did it even sell? I think it was like 33K. 34K, which people were like, oh, this is not, like, these sales aren't all the way there when you compare it to Come Home, the Kids Miss You, which was 113,000 first week. You just dropped more than 2/3. That's what they all say is the first album that I was talking about, where he's sitting inside the car signing like an autograph or something. But this album was straight rap. This album was Jack Harlow coming in like, yo, you guys are gonna respect me. You guys are gonna respect my pen. You guys are gonna respect my flows. And I'm gonna show you guys what I can really do. And I think this was beautiful because it demonstrated Jack Harlow's love for the game, his love for hip hop, and the love for his craft. Because when you listen to this, you're like, damn, this guy, he was at the top. He had hit songs. He could have just kept the poppy route and kept going that way, kind of like what G-Eazy did to a degree, although I don't compare them in any realm when it comes to music, just in the trajectory of where their careers could have gone. And Jack Harlow decided to do this album, which he probably knew wouldn't sell as well, because this isn't going to appeal to the demographic that watches Call Her Daddy, that's messing with this new song that he just dropped. He did this for us, and it didn't get that much attention after maybe like the first couple of days. So I think Atlantic Records, looking at their investment, like, yo, Jack
Harlow. Oh, yeah. I'm telling this right now. Jack Harlow, he's going to be that South 5 rapper. I'm gonna just say it like this. That's the only time I'm gonna say it. Jack Harlow gonna be a top 5 rapper. Watch, watch. What's gonna happen? I'm telling you. Watch.
Harlow, he just did this little rap thing earlier this year, but if Jack Harlow went another year without dropping anything, without dropping a smash, I think the conversation would have been around, oh yeah, this guy fell off. Because people didn't pay enough attention to Jackman. So the last thing at the forefront of their mind is Come Home, the Kids Miss You. And this is a similar thing that Chance the Rapper is going through. Chance the Rapper has dropped a ton of fire singles since it was the big day. I was thinking about 10 Day. Since the big day, he's dropped a ton. I mean, really, really, really good songs that kind of like have old Chance. They also have like new perspectives that he's been going through, really artistic pieces, but nobody's really hearing them. Nobody's really paying attention to them. And the ones that do, they appreciate it. But the vast majority, the thing that's at the forefront of their mind when it comes to Chance the Rapper is the big day. And that's the same thing that would have been at the forefront of people's mind with Jack Harlow with Come Home, the Kids Miss You. That's the last thing that they have on their mind, not Jackman. So for another year, yeah, that dude, he's a dud now. So I think the conversation was, yo, Jack Harlow, we gotta reheat up your mainstream normie, for lack of a better word, fans with this track that you're about to drop right now. And do I think he got like help writing it or anything like that? I don't know. Maybe executive production. I'm not going to put any accusations of ghostwriting on Jack Harlow. I respect the dude's pen. I respect his artistry. I like the guy. But this song, it's a good song. However, I think it was like a business PR move where they needed to get him back hot. And I think this is great
That
for
dog
everybody.
kept messing with him. He kept coming back and forth.
The label gets their hit.
Alright, after this video, I am listening to it. Like off camera, I'm gonna listen to this.
The mainstream girl, regular people fans that listen to radio and just hear singles, they get their hit. Jack Harlow's in front of their face. Jack Harlow gets to make more money. We, in turn, are like, yo, what the hell's going on with this single? I mean, most of us that hear it think it's a good song. We just didn't think it was number one. That was the problem. But we hear this song, and then I think it's going to be a good thing because a lot of people are going to be like, yo, what has Jack Harlow been up to? And I think a lot of people that didn't listen to Jackman are going to check it out now and then be like, oh, whoa, this dude, he was spitting on this album. And then look forward to what he's going to drop after. But this is an interesting position to be in because Jack Harlow just dropped April. He's got a number one song right now. Usually when people have got a number one song, an album is coming very, very soon. Are we going to see another project from Jack Harlow in less than a year? That would be a surprise, especially of someone at that caliber. It's not something you usually see. But this is why I'm interested to see where things go from here. I don't think there was any fishy business that I saw. I think we were just plugged out of where this song was going and who it was appealing to. But I'm really interested to see where Jack Harlow goes from here. Like I said, dude's talented. I want to see him turn into the next big star. And that's what he was on the trajectory to do. That album was a misstep, but he came back better than ever and came back with another number one. That's not easy to do. And he came back with the acclaim of the last album where people were like, yo, this guy's back. So shout out to Jack Harlow. Let me know what you guys think about this.
Yeah, Jack Harlow. Yeah. I told y'all, Jack Harlow is doing his things, man. Stop playing with dude. Don't turn him down with it. But I hope I see y'all when I see y'all in the next one. Love y'all to the bottom of my heart. And we on the road to 100.